All right, what's going on, guys? We are new place here. Welcome to Happy It is Wednesday, right? 7 o'clock. End of
It's still
Airsoft.
Wednesday, I believe.
It is Wednesday.
It is Wednesday. Okay, just making sure. I don't, I don't even know my own days anymore. They're all running together. Three of the
Welcome to
busiest men
Papa's
in.
Lounge. Would you like me to pour you a hot cup of Joe, perhaps? Well, watch as I lounge as I speak with you.
Do you like it? Wait till.
It's funny is
Wait
that
till it's
came
done.
from. You know what's funny is that came from the first and only Third Coast Airsoft intern we've ever had, and he was missed this past weekend. There it is. That's what was missing. That's what was missing from Crossbones. Good night. So
The one, the only,
I'm
never
crushed.
to be repeated.
I'm
Oh,
crushed.
sorry. He finally made his way in. Let's see if he's ready to join. Hold on one second. Let's get him in here too. And there he is. Let's see.
Hey.
It's him.
Let me change the view here. We're still working on some of this stuff. We're gonna kinks and bugs out. There's got to be a way to do this. Is that
Sup,
it?
Orlando?
There it is. There we go. All right.
I feel bad for the next intern you get,
Okay.
Sal.
there is.
Oh,
no
here's-
intern.
There is the
you
man
were
right
so-
there. Let's see. This guy.
Toucan, you were so
Can you hear
good,
me?
Toucan.
Oh, no, you can't
Never
hear me.
got another one.
We can hear you. We got you, Wiener.
Good deal.
Hello.
I wasn't sure. I'm on my laptop again because my home computer's like sitting right over here next to me. Still haven't had
What's
to-
going on, everybody?
After the hurricane.
Raging
Hello.
Cage, you changed it. All right. Oh, this is gonna be a good one. They're flying in already. We got. I'm taking a little nip. It's been a long week already.
I ran downstairs to grab my hat. I should have grabbed my bottle of Horse Soldier. I messed up. I'll wait for a commercial break. And
Yeah,
go right down there.
we can cut the commercial while Toucan gives off the he reads off all the upcoming events.
Also, I was inspired too, I swear. Just gonna.
Hey, hold on. Did they send a check this month?
What's that?
I mean, you're right. Sorry. Oh, yes. My nondescript bottle of water.
There you go.
Yes.
They didn't send Dead End Outfitters a check for endorsements.
Could you imagine the DEO tequila? My God. What would you do? Okay, sir, if you had to pick an alcohol to make into like a DEO rum? DEO rum.
Yeah.
Rum.
Are you
All right.
ready
All
for
day.
this? Are you ready for this? D-Hop cream rum.
Ooh. I might actually start drinking it.
Yeah,
There it is.
There it is.
For your
man.
holiday
that's-
enchantment.
That's right.
For your holiday enchantment, right there.
Yes.
D-hopped rum. That's so
Or-
Mm.
No. D-Hop creamed rum.
D-hop cream rum. Okay. It just gets better, folks. What are we doing?
Be
D-Hop
unique.
schnapps.
D-Hop schnapps.
There you go.
That sounds good, dude.
That
We have
genuinely
started
sounds
already.
amazing.
I'm not even
It's
reading
Wednesday.
the
Why aren't
messages.
you- It's Wednesday. Why aren't you drinking? Okay, sorry.
Yeah,
Yeah.
sorry, yeah.
Yeah.
We can throw you in the green room while you run away if you want, Sal. It's okay.
That's good.
Werewolf, there he is. That the man putting all the plans together right there for Eastern is fantastic.
Yeah, one
It's
of the
him.
best. Werewolf, one of the best operations officers I've
Yeah,
seen.
man.
Definitely.
Nice.
It was awesome to watch him work. For a player to stand back, and we're gonna crush on you a little bit, Werewolf. You were watching you work Saturday night during Battle 4. Yeah, man, you're getting them in the fight. You know, I don't know if they went where we wanted them to, but they went. D-Hop IPA. It's very hoppy.
I gotta come out with a whole new line now. We're doing apparel now. I gotta come out with alcohol too.
Yeah. I mean, you might as well build a car at that point.
Listen, not like I'm not considering it.
What is it? Spaceballs? Oh, the DEO flamethrower. The kids will love it.
I gotta drink more.
Yeah.
Mm.
I'm just gonna have my
Captain
nondescript
America.
water
Yeah.
as well.
So, but yeah. So, werewolf. Oh, Captain, my cat.
Yeah.
So,
Oh yeah.
so what did you guys think?
Well, hang on. Before we jump in, we give. Remember, see, normally you're in the green room before all this, so we got to give.
Yes.
Dugon's going to do a quick rundown before we jump into it. We got some upcoming events. There is a gentleman here who we are going to mention now and then talk about later. He
Where?
has the most recent upcoming event. I'm sorry, the snoozy bastard himself right here. As Augie would call him, hot dog, the Weiner man, hot dog.
Hot dog.
Oh,
Yeah. He has
Hot
the
dog.
most recent upcoming event. We're definitely gonna talk about that, but we've got some upcoming events, and I'm gonna go ahead and we're gonna kick it off to you. By all means, off you go, sir.
you did it first try. Look at that. I'm so proud of you. So this is going to be a far diminished list as we have a ton to talk about. Mostly, I want to hear it because I wasn't there. But moving right into it. So this weekend is New Breeds Up Backyard, a barbecue blowout battle royale extravaganza. Join us at the Outdoor Extreme Orlando Paintball and Airsoft Field. It is going to be a fantastic time. To not say too much about that because the man of the hour is here himself, I'll leave more of the finer details, the minutia, if you will, to him. Skirting right along as I weasel my way out of responsibility. The weekend immediately after that is Mini Milsim 7 Op Poison Bar by Striker Milsim Airsoft. Wonderful, wonderful introductory airsoft event. Is going to be a fun time. Check out Striker Airsoft for more follow-up and details on that. That's in less than 2 weeks. And running down the sidewalk as I'm pursued by the dog of responsibility. We are looking at November 8th to the 9th, Black Dragon Siege 3. That will be at Wasteland Ops in Bellevue.
Actually, if I'm not mistaken, that was canceled. That
Canceled.
one was canceled.
It was canceled. Hey,
Yes.
my calendar update. You know what? Wiped that away. Well, there's the one mistake I'm allowed to make.
Oh, it's okay. We know your head's not there.
You're doing great. It's okay. Keep going. Go for it.
My little sippy drink water real quick. All right. But now, the most important event of the year, that's entirely not true. But the event I'm very excited for is Mind Game Productions Wasteland 16 in
I'll be there.
Ocala, Florida at Wayne's World of Paintball. It is a Fallout post-apocalyptic themed airsoft LARP. Quite the mouthful. It is a far different experience than most airsoft events and Milsim experiences. New or old, veteran or not, you should absolutely come check it out. It is a wonderful time. It is a 2-day event. That is November 15th to the 17th. I say it's a 2-day event because Friday is really the camp out. But skirting out and around, jumping the gun way too much because the other man of the hour is also here. We got to mention 2 very specific events going on. Starting in this November 6th to the 8th. Yes, December 6th to the 8th is Operation Serious Viking in Perry,
Serious
Georgia, at
Viking.
the Guardian Center. I
be
don't
there for
have to
that
say,
The Supreme AO.
oh my God, it's the Super Bowl in the region for airsoft. It's so good. You ever wanted to fight in a city? Okay, well, shut up and go. Moving
It's
right
the World
along.
Cup of Airsoft.
The World Cup of Airsoft. Wow, way to bring it down. No, that is my Third Coast Airsoft. Our fabulous overlord Sal is here to tell you more about it. It's going to be a wonderful time. Like Papa said, we'll be there. And here I am, Tiny again.
No, I'm moving you over.
Yeah, but last but not least, which we're going to talk about in January. I'm jumping way ahead. January 17th to the 19th is Iron Fury. And I'm not going to say anything about that because Sal is here. We got the spicy deets from the horse's mouth. So, and I'm going to end it right there. We have the 2 gentlemen that will give more of the details on the other events. And I made my one mistake. I did it.
It did not work at all the way I
What
wanted
really
to.
wasn't a mistake, though. You've just been out of the loop for a little bit.
I am very tired.
No, you've been working this haunted house thing.
Hey,
at New York, haven't you?
I mean, I'm telling you right now, the his after hours OnlyFans and male gigolo job is just wearing him the hell out, man.
It is. I'm trying to reel him back in, and he's like, but I gotta get out there more. Gotta get out there. I'm changing my OnlyFans name.
Yeah, I'm like sweat on my face. But Greg, they're coming out. Crytek new light machine gun. It's not gonna be cheap.
No, I know. I didn't want to like it. I saw it. I read about it.
That
with the specs on it.
para.
Didn't want to like it. Yep, didn't want to like it.
It whereas the original kind of grew on me. This one immediately, I was like,
Yeah. I mean, I felt like a monkey. I was like, like immediately. Yeah.
so
Yeah. It's too nice. It's like their first new thing other than the Vector. It's like their first really good new innovative thing in years. So
that's not true. They made an Airsoft magazine.
So Sal. So Operation Crossbones. You were just a couple weeks ago. You were on here, and we did we talked about it. Did the lead up to it. We actually had some people go back and watch that podcast so that they could really get the full understanding of everything that needed to happen while we were there. Understanding what to do with the guerrillas. I had some people ask about that. A lot of those things, and now you're here to talk about what happened. And in my opinion, before I even throw it over to you, way more good than anything that I would say negative about it whatsoever. I appreciated so much the way it flowed. I enjoyed it a lot. I'm gonna start there, but I'm gonna let you take it from there.
okay, so what was the plan? What actually happened, right? Okay, so the plan was 6 battles. Each side was going to fight. Well, each side was going to get an opportunity to fight battle 1 and 2. 3 and 4
Thanks,
were
Wolf.
thanks, Wolverine. Werewolf. And then battles 3 and 4 we're going to give the commanders a chance to fight in the city, give the players what they wanted.
Yep.
And so battles 1 and 2, a lot of people don't realize it. Battle 1 and 2 repeated on Sunday morning, but it gave each side the ability to flip the field and see it from a different perspective.
Yep.
And then this op was going to march you guys towards Iron Fury. A little bit of coordination with guerrilla forces, friendly guerrilla forces, in a manner that kind of breaks the paradigm with Airsoft, because we've all done these weird. It's a third faction. No, it's not a third faction. It's a force that.
Yep.
If you coordinate with them, they can actually do some great work for you. And Jeff is giving. I just saw Jeff's thing. Yeah, spiciness. Jeff, I'm still going through that 2 terabytes of video. It's all goodness. So what actually happened? Okay, players were nervous at first because they said, "Oh, new format. This is scary." Jason Thomas, like a live AARP meeting. Hey.
Okay, relax.
Hey.
Relax.
Welcome, Christian.
Hey. I can outrun your ass, okay? All right.
Anybody got run his ass?
Not if there's
I can
donuts
help
at the end. Not if there's donuts at the finish line.
Anyways. No, I'm kidding. So the big piece here is players who are willing to take the leap of faith with us and come out and try the new format. We're definitely not disappointed. Now, players that were like, there's too many breaks. Okay. How do you tell me that you were in the parking lot more without telling me you were in the parking lot more? We were pushing guys an hour to an hour and a half, and you were in constant contact for the 60 to 90 minutes. And, like we talked about on your show previously, half the number of objectives, twice the action.
Yep.
It was.
And I was awesome because I got to see chaos doing chaos. And
my man.
It was awesome.
You asked me Sunday morning just before formation. You had asked me my opinion on it, and it's still the same. There was more battlefield strategy, more reaction, to, we knew what was coming. That was a given. I mean, we knew a month in advance what we had to do. So we had plenty of time to plan, and that was all well and good. But being thrown into the battle and now adapt. There was, having the pre-deploys, having the recons, having those things, whatever you plan in advance, cool, good job. Now what? That really made that's what made one of the things that made me enjoy this so much, because that kind of think on the fly, move on the fly. I got the why, and I'm going to save this for a little bit, but to tell you what we did as an entire team, I loved it. So I'm going to turn it back. I don't want to keep interrupting. Sorry.
So Bobby, I think we'll touch back on what Bobby just said. The breaks were nice to reform the plan. I watched Western on Saturday. So how do we determine who won? Well, it was simple, like a real war. Who wins the more battles wins, right?
Yep.
And so you're fighting 6 battles, and battle 1, Eastern won. They won the first battle of the war. Okay. Battle 2 ended in a tactical draw, which negated their win. It was like, hey man, congratulations. This is a tactical stalemate. Battle 3, it was interesting because Western chipped away at it and they took a win. So now the score was up. Western up 1. God, Jeff, you're brutal. Battle 4, West. Battle 4 was a win, and then 5 and 6 was a Western win. Battle 5 and 6. Battle 5 was a Western win because of Eastern not focusing on the objectives. And then Battle 6 was an Eastern draw, it was a tactical draw, which was the best you could hope for. But I mean, at the end of the day, the campaign was lost. But it was not a blowout. I mean, nobody thought at any given time, "Oh, we're getting our ass kicked." It was like watching a world championship slap fight, just trading blows. And Western, it was kind of nervous. I was nervous for them on Saturday because they were still wrapping their heads around the points. Well, how many points? I'm like, it's not points. The points just determine time of possession per objective. Point totals don't mean anything anymore. It's, hey guys, they held more than you guys did. You guys kept the bridge from getting blown up.
Yep.
And they held the field. They held the other 3 objectives. Battle 2 was interesting. Dagger Company and Hate Company, it was awesome because at Starburst, teams were using their medic bags in a way that I've never seen our guys on the East Coast do it, quite frankly. All of a sudden, you saw Eastern using their medic bags to perfection, holding objective dog. And then your commander, Jack, he basically established a forward surgical hospital, and he was just getting guys back into the fight right there by objective Fox. And I was like, damn, man, this is he's playing chess. In a game where I was kind of worried that neither commander would be able to execute strategy. And everybody's at the tactical level. I was like, man, I hope these commanders have a chance to enjoy themselves. Tony, a Dagger man sticking it to him at objective dog. Very exciting.
When Weiner and I, we talked a little bit before the stream, Weiner and I were, when we were at Fox in the morning, being able to hold that position and it being such a strategic position where guys that would have to come off and go back to go all the way back to the AA to respawn.
Right.
We're stopping them halfway. I mean, it would have been 20 minutes before their turnaround.
Yeah.
We're able to medic them right there on the spot. Yeah. Having that as a really being able to do kind of double duty like that. Fantastic job. Shout out to Dobby, our medic, who carried the bag the whole way. He was on our hip the entire time.
Yeah.
Fantastic job.
And objective dog would not have been held by Dagger in battle 1 without their medic being right there. It was funny because he's the World War II reenactor carrying the BAR, and he had the medic bag on him. I'm like, you probably shouldn't be forward. but let's see how this works out, and he did fantastic. And then we saw some great action by some players that were like, I got to get him back up and diving in and earning a black patch and get,
Yep.
So let me see. Pierce says being able to do more than just holding points, having to move around, do other style objectives. Pierce, I mean, dude, you there's so much more to come.
We knows.
Yeah. So watching this go down in a way that we had a lot of high hopes, but you're always wondering about how the player base is going to respond. Trigger, it's coming, brother. Trust me. We'll do a dingo here in Texas, and you'll get a taste.
Why the fuck was I busy? This sounds so good.
Hey, because you had to make money, bro. So
Yeah.
I can't emphasize enough that, I mean, on one hand, and Weiner and I talked about this, on one hand, we had a great time because of the people that were there. So many of the people that were there for, it felt different. I mean, it's the first time I ever got to play with TDZ too, so I get to hang out with Christopher and his boys.
Battle buddy,
But,
shout out to him. I miss him.
So many people at this event on both sides were there to play a good game. Like at the end of it, we're shaking hands, slapping it, high five, and the whole thing. Really
Both
good
sides,
sportsmanship.
yep.
Just ready to play this game in that manner. We're like, okay, like getting in the huddles and ready break. Yeah. And now it's on. It was really a good time.
I think one of the best is when you saw that picture, and I can't remember what company it was. They had a bunch of the other guys, acting like they were dead in front of their feet, and it's a great picture to see that. So the guys had a good time. Their sportsmanship was on par. Yeah. We didn't have a single blind man. That's 6 events in a row now where we didn't have a blind man. That we did have some, opening round 1 guy, fell down, face planted on his M4, pushed his teeth through his lip. It was like, the nurse checked him out and said, yeah, you got to go to the hospital, get stitches. Another guy kissed some razor wire, but he was able to get back and get glued up. But no, hey, there's guys fighting over here. None of that shit. It was
no, that definitely none of that.
Drama
sure.
Free. And that's all I say. We got some of the best players. We have Third Coast Airsoft has some of the best players, just because you guys know what is required to have a great time.
Yep.
So my thing. Remember, there was no artillery at this one. We gave you guys a chance to call for smoke rounds. And the smoke made the difference occasionally. Other guys were calling for smoke in distraction methods. So yeah. Trigger. Yeah, it, Trigger. Because to quote Pope, the player is the celebrity. So I really appreciate the player base for taking a chance with us and enjoying the hell out of it and giving us a lot of great feedback. Did you know you only had 3 people walk back to your Alpha during Battle 1 for regen?
I think Jack told us that. It's to describe the difference in the gameplay. It really, I mean, there really was a different in mission orientation. That's real. That's the key. It wasn't the fact that we did have some trouble towards the end with guys focused on dropping bodies, not ticking off objectives. Was strange that happened. Being that that wasn't even the feel. So to hear that, it was like, wow, I'm surprised that happened. This event didn't feel like that. It didn't feel like just that. I felt a lot more tactically sound with our guys. Guys wanted to, okay, hey, we're gonna take this building. We're moving on 3 flanks. Let's go. And it was way different than just rush through this right. door. Or go take this objective. There was a lot more of that going on the battlefield. And I don't know, maybe it's the first time me being at Milledgeville and it's a little bit smaller. Maybe that's why that happened. But it didn't feel, none of it felt quite the same.
So Milledgeville, Weiner's been there plenty of times.
Yep.
He'll tell you, you can confirm or deny this. In our other formats there, people would just get stuck on stupid and keep trying to go up the middle and just get locked in on, nope, you have to go through here. Versus, how do I get to where I need to go? You know,
Correct.
and
And
that, yeah,
the cool part was I saw more of the AO this time round because
yeah.
the way the missions were set up and everything, which was awesome. I loved it, and the whole field was different. It was like I was at a brand new AO. Is pretty much the way I felt throughout the whole event.
And then the only negative feedback we got from players is they came over to Sam because I knew they weren't going to come tell us. Was we can't find someone to shoot at. Okay, there's a reason for that. You couldn't find someone to shoot at because you refused to plug yourself in and be team players.
Mm-hmm.
You're running around a building that has nobody in it because there's no reason to be in there.
That's not where the fight
is.
Nope.
And you're getting all poopy faced. And well, hey man, maybe you should follow the rules. Number one, iPro. Number two, plug yourself into some leadership. Number three, read the op order. You know, it's Milsim, guy. If you want to dress up and LARP, stay home. You know, get the tape out and tuck in. Anyways, so
Can I just clarify? I know I'm on this live stream to like discuss the event. Really, I'm just one of the people in the chat. I'm having a great time just listening. I have nothing to add other than just be like, "Ooh, tell me." Just Sal, talk dirty to me. Talk to me about your event.
I have to. I gotta selfish or selfless. I'm not sure which one this is, but I got to give a huge shout out to Weiner. He absolutely, he made everything we did on Chaos. He made everything that I did absolutely possible. He was the COXO. He absolutely, he picked up so much slack.
It wasn't that much slack, though.
He really did a phenomenal job.
I was on comms. Don't get me wrong, comms were important, but it wasn't that much slack, dude.
I wanted him to be there so he could be my scapegoat and I could point the finger at him. And instead, he did fantastic. He really did an amazing
job. A good
job.
XO lets commanders command.
Yep.
Okay. I abused my active duty. I abused my XO or my ops officer. I'm like, hey, I was you once. Life sucks. I'm here now in the chair. I'm commanding. I'm gonna go have some fun. You know, and they're like, I hate my life. But if you do it well, then you later on you get to command, and it's awesome. But no, watching the highlight for me on Sunday was watching Chaos come up through that Sally port.
Yeah.
You remember where we put objectives is on purpose.
Right.
Like, you know, guys who've been with us a long time know that wherever we put an objective, you got to think before you do this. And if you're doing more of this and not getting to the mission, you're kind of screwing up. And to see you guys handle that, get a couple of machine guns suppressing, get a submachine gunner closer. Okay, now you can start suppressing more. Oh, you've pushed them back into the building.
Yep.
You know, next thing you know, you're getting guys up there into the breach, and you're like, holy crap! And the clock is ticking. People don't realize the battle's only an hour long. And you can't wait. You got to make a move. You know, that poor little camper that's like, this is my special tree. I'm going to hang out behind it for 4 hours. Nope.
I was just going to say something about that. I think you said earlier, that you appreciated the ones that took a chance on Crossbones, the players that came and took a chance on. And I think what might have happened there is the guys that actually want to play the game came out and played. I think that maybe that's one of the things I was seeing. I definitely didn't see nearly as much as the thing that frustrates me more than anything as the guy that's trying to make the 400-foot shot. He's like, no, you go forward. I got this back here. Or the guys that won't breach or did like grenade into the building. Cool. Yeah. Now what? You know, follow the grenade in. Like those kind of things. I think we had a lot more of that this time because there were guys that wanted to play.
It kept.
You had more guys.
It kept the guys who were like half foot in, half foot out away. And, you know, I don't want to chase them away. But it's not fair to the guys who were going to be all in. And so like everybody, when we announced Fury, oh man, we're going to go soft. We're going to go special forces. We're going to go commando. Like, dude, you have no idea what they do. You're going to sign up for the wrong unit. You're going to show up and be like, this is not what I signed up for. Hey, man.
That just sounds like the military in general, sir.
Hey, you know what? I can have you peel potatoes and burn shit with diesel. I can have you do some real stuff, all right? But no, I think you're spot on. You're spot on with that assessment where you said the guys who showed up were the guys who wanted to be all in. I think they heard us talk about half the number of objectives and double the action. And I think one of the guys Saturday night goes, "Man, I'm more wore out here than I am at Iron Dagger," and everybody just kind of went, "You're not serious, are you?" And he was like, "Okay, I'm not." And then later on, I pulled him aside. And I was like, I pulled him aside. And I was like, "Hey, man, seriously, how do you feel?" And he goes, "No, seriously, man, I'm more wore out, with this format. I love it. I need to get my personal fitness up." And one other guy, some constructive criticism was there's too many breaks. And I went, okay, let's talk. Coach was the one that talked to that player and went, for Fury, I want you to imagine when you go out for a mission window, you're going to fight, go to a patrol base, get your assault pack out, reload some mags, eat some food, just a little bit, maybe catch a 15-minute power nap. And then your leadership's going to tell you what the next part of the battle is. And then you're going to fight, and then you get to return back to the parking lot. Oh, you mean you don't let me go back to the parking lot when I want to? No. So the only artificial thing here with Crossbones was we gave players an hour break in the parking lot, and we had to hurry up and get them back out there. You won't see that at Fury. It's called Iron Fury for a reason. It's called, like Iron Dagger. It's meant to be challenging. Now, you need to be able to rest and reset and reload and rehydrate. But you came to play. You came to get your immersions on.
Being around so many guys that really were, hey, stop. Let's discuss the plan. Here's what we're going to do. You're going to take your guys. We folded in fight, and we had a hybrid unit. There was no argument. There was no dissension. It was like, okay, we all do a job. How are we going to split this job up? Let's go make it happen. And it was just so on point. It felt really good to play that game. It really, truly did. It was I told me this was the best event I've ever been to.
Yes, you did several times.
You were lucky. You were in a unit that was gelling like Magellan. Okay. There were units that are used to having the 15 minutes to a game on, and they talk for another 10 minutes, have the committee meeting, and then, I love Werewolf. It doesn't ever be so these guys were like, okay, game on, and Bumblebee, Grizzly 6 is like, okay, go, move out. The battle's on, folks. Terrain's being seized right now. Get moving. Yep. And they would take about 10 feet out of the alpha, stop and bullshit. And it was like, you're gonna fucking lose. And then you saw it when we flipped field on Sunday morning. Eastern had the same curse. It was game on, and it was like, yeah, man. So there I was, blah 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 blah. Buffalo Wild Wings. It's like, I'm like, all right. I mean, shit. And so it is what it is. It's that part is the airsoft.
Yeah.
But I think the AO was the right AO to test. The city came back and said, "Would you like more AO?" And we went, "Well, yes, we would." You got more AO for us to use? Oh, yes. We're like, okay, great. So 2025, we'll see a potentially bigger AO in Milledgeville.
I love Milledgeville. So I love the layout on that place
because it's got everything. In lots of
graveyards.
Yeah, a guarded Seraphim.
Even the dreaded valley. Oh my! Why did they deploy us on the other side of the valley?
Yeah,
the bridge down there. That was a.
Well, it was fun. It was funny because you guys technically had the advantage. No, Western had the advantage on Sunday because they knew where the bridge was.
Right.
Because they defended it on Saturday, and then on Sunday it was their turn to blow it up. I laughed because Eastern on Saturday, a Marine Corps engineer combat engineer. He was given the clacker and the satchel charge. He ran across the bridge and started looking for it. And then that's how the round ended. He was like, "Where is this bridge? Where is it?" Everybody's like, "It's right there." Yeah.
Oh my
And then the
God.
round end, we pause X, and he goes, "Now I know where the bridge is." Well, now you got to fight your way back there. And so the second round, round 2, he goes out there and he did the no. Instead of fully unwounding the firing line, he unwound it for about 6 inches, and then proceeded to give himself one hell of a airsoft VA TBI.
I think I heard about that. Yep.
Yeah, and he was like, "Well, I'm a combat engineer." I'm like, "Well, that makes sense." So, but yeah,
The variety of areas to fight there, from wide open on a blacktop to dense woods, that was cool too. That I know that's the AO and not the event, but that was really cool. So if you haven't been, and like I said, it's my first time there. There is whatever you like to fight in, it's there.
So
You go there.
This
you
was
can
the
fight
first
there.
time we had all been there when there's still green stuff growing.
Oh yeah, the cover was awesome.
Yeah, Weiner and I have been. Toucan has been there when everything's dead, and there's no there's no kudzu everywhere.
I got swallowed up at one point.
Yeah,
back into the hole.
So yeah, that's the other half. This was definitely. It looked like a completely different AO.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, Bone Crusher. Now, a word on the my role players. Okay, Western initially did not coordinate very well with the guerrillas. It was like I think they were still thinking that these guys are going to shoot us in the back as soon as we walk past them, and they kind of gave them a BS, like just be in the wood line and guard our 6. Okay, these guys they can do something for you, and so in between rounds, Hazrat Reaper went and talked to Western Command and went, "I will not talk to a pigeon. I only want to talk to an eagle." And so they did a bit of role play in the parking lot. And
oh my God!
Phase 2, the utilization of the guerrillas for Phase 2 is much better. Now, Jack Mass Props, man, he went in there on Sunday and he put the guerrilla fighters to work. And I told the guerrilla fighters, at no time do you let someone tell you to do something stupid. Hey, if they're asking you to do something smart, you do it. If they're telling you to guard their 6, tell them to blow smoke and roll out. So there was a couple of people who were like, "Hey, they're assholes." Well, what were you asking them to do? And we did have a couple. All around we had some dudes. There was the guys down in the basement chucking frags, acting like an ass. Those are the same ones that came back and told somebody that they weren't having a good time. They're gone. It's like, hey, go to somebody else's. My dumbass got straight smoked because I forgot the non-neutral role players. Oh, that happened to you. Oh shit. Yeah.
We were laughing. You were all up there laughing at that one.
Yeah. Okay. It happens. Are there ever going to be unarmed role players? Yes. Not at this one. Not at Crossbones. We wanted you guys to go kinetic with them. For Iron Fury, there will be some very important individuals on the battlefield. So yeah, won't happen again. Chris is like, won't happen again. No, you won't. And you're right, it won't happen again because when you go to freaking Fury, you're gonna be like, all right, these guys better be rolling with our boys, or otherwise I'm lighting them up. So yeah, but yeah, dude, I would tell you that we were 266 tickets sold. The rest were made up. The rest were made up with sponsored tickets, and invitees, because we had to have the right people there to make this thing work. So to say, hey, I really want you there. I really want you there. You had a lot of sponsors. Oh yeah. Man, I gotta post some more of that.
I heard all about this.
Shout out to Coach.
Snick paid the ultimate price. If Snick looked like he got sunburned, he learned not to stomp on a propane line. There's a lot of water in this line. Stomp, stomp. You know.
Oh my
I was
God!
like, man, I showed up late because I had a mission. I was on Army time on Thursday, so I couldn't fly until Friday morning. And I roll up to the AO, and I'm looking at Snick going, "When did you get manscaped?" And he goes, "Oh yeah, you just got here." Well, I blew myself up, and I went, "What?" So the cars, a lot of people don't realize there's propane lines running to the burning cars over by the South Sallyport by Mary. Well, he had to clear the lines. There was water in them, and he stomped on the lines, and fire's hot. It burns. And he gave himself a freaking facial chapstick, chap up. So yeah, part of that tier 1 was they called in rockets. The rockets hit the cars exploded just like we wanted them to. He got a sunburn, all right. The things you sacrifice yourself for to have a great airsoft game.
Augie.
I saw it. I saw Augie.
There he is.
Yeah. Again, this when we tried to do Iron Fury many years ago, the player base wasn't ready for it, and the AO that we were doing it at wasn't ideal. It was GTI, and so now where we're going to do it is where it's meant to be, and it'll make, and the player base has proved that they're ready for it. So
yeah, this was definitely a good transition into that next phase. It was, like I said, it just the on-field fire and adjust was awesome. We had a lot of good cohesion. Hey, we just came from here. Okay, we were on our way there. What did you find? What happened? All right. So now we make the change. That objective is being held. That objective needs to be held. A lot of those changes happened on the fly. Really good communication. I know we had in our in Eastern after action guys throwing stuff out there. There was a lot of we felt like there was a lot of good communication. The command channels stayed command. There wasn't a lot of too much chatter. Individually in the companies, we were passing information back and forth. I think it went very well.
Rooftop drone war was excellent. I need context right now.
They were dropping things from drones on the roof.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There were drones, and the drones were fantastic. The drones were absolutely fantastic.
And now it's a matter of I must get influencer drone media, where I have to have my drone getting watched by another one of my drones, so I can show off. Very very Ukraine. No, Jeff, you're right on. It is a great video. Dropping ordnance. We don't have a helo at Fury, so the airspace is completely wide open. With a 1,700 by 1,400 meter box with a river on 3 sides, or a lake on 3 sides, intelligence, the battlefield is going to be everything. I remember Werewolf's like, I think our net's compromised because the intel guys are starting to chat up on the main net, and it was like, oh shit, they're monitoring our net. And so no, it was friendly. It was friendly. So
thank you, Augie.
But watching guys run from drones now. They're running from drones like they're running from the helo. So that's hilarious. Just amazing.
So all in all, you feel like it was a success. Obviously, I mean, you should.
Now we got some people coming in going, you're not switching at all to like this, are you? I said, no, absolutely not. Like Iron Dagger's Iron Dagger. It's a continuous operation. You turn on the box and watch it go. However, you're watching players like, hey man, I'm having fun, but I'm not having fun. Yeah, I get you. Versus Crossbones, where it was like, hey man, you guys got to make shit happen. You got to get after it. You got to execute your plan. The slow burn, not going to work. Serious Viking is going to be Serious Viking. Now, what you did at Crossbones, like this is what I asked you earlier in the pre-show, Toucan, was what what comes from the old format, it still applies to the new format, and what in the new format will apply even more so in the old format. And I know I've lost people.
I feel like I'm the only one following you. I get that.
I got it.
What old is
Weiner,
new, what new is old.
Weiner, I'm here.
I know you guys. I know this guy has it too. But what was it? What old is new? What new is old?
Yeah.
But in this case, you imagine guys immediately at Viking, 3-2-1 game on, and they're applying some of the lessons learned from Crossbones to go and take objective Lori, to move through the knock down the sunken city and hurry up and take that crossroads by the main intersection. You know, now guys are seeing the car tunnels as a pass through, not a fight through.
Right.
It'll be interesting. Or in the case of adding, like Bobby said earlier, the application of vehicles using the Crossbones, pressure time, And if you've looked at Warno 1 for Serious Viking, you'll see that there are vehicle infill points where vehicles can go around the horn and back in by the ammo bunker, or down through the south, under the underpass around the power station and back into the south. That allows vehicles more than just one way in and out of the AO. Again, we don't do things accidentally. We do a lot of very methodical game design. Toucan, we were missing our intern this weekend, but you oh
my God, I'll never hear the end of it.
Again.
But
there was nobody had coffee.
Nobody.
Had. If it wasn't for Summer,
Guys,
if
right.
it wasn't for Jackson's girl, nobody would have coffee.
We were caffeinated because we brought a coffee sponsor because we knew we were going to be short the intern. But moreover,
I've failed this platoon, this institution.
But Toucan will tell you, our event design, the battlefield setup is very, very purposely done. And so that really applies. Urban sniping. I put the rooftops in play to distract all of you. Bobby, vehicle. Okay. Here's the problem with changing the vehicle bleed out. Okay. Vehicle bleed out will be cut. Vehicle bleed out will be cut to 2.5 minutes. Okay. Because you have to have the vehicle die. You have to give that feedback to the player and go, I killed it. Instead of, it's not calling its hits. And it could have been. It's hit. It's just immediately turning around and taking off the respawn. You still have to have at least some time penalty to show that the vehicle's dead. And I think 2.5 minutes is the right mix. Because you're still going to drive all the way back to respawn. So yeah, that's the big change. Vehicle bleed out's going to 2.5 minutes for VIX.
I will play Crossbones every single time.
Thank you.
Especially if it's going to continue to be like this, with the players that are there are the ones that want to be there, kind of thing. I will play it every single time. I had such a good time there. I will force, if I have to pay him, I will force Toucan to come next time. Absolutely. There's no way I'm going to let him miss it again.
Being tortured by you, by people I knew that went to it, by Instagram, by Facebook, people on TikTok. I'm literally going to not be inconvenienced.
You were missed.
You were definitely
I appreciate it.
And I think the other great piece of it, you said it, you got to see more of that AO Weiner than you ever had before. And that's because with this format, we could change it. We could flip field. We could do stuff that we couldn't with the force on force.
Right.
I can't move Ukraine and Russia. It's set. But with this sandbox, I gave you guys the opportunity to be on the other side of the field on Sunday. And that's pretty cool, man.
It was way cool. Yep. Even climbing all the way down the hill to the Alpha that was on Saturday and Sunday.
Damn it.
Down the hill.
Damn hill.
Yep. Hey,
some of us got bad hips. Just saying.
I warned you guys. That's the only AO that's all uphill. So.
Yep.
No, that was a great fight coming out of it. That was the dense woods.
Awesome.
That was awesome.
I love that fight there that went on for about a half hour. Yep.
The objective Cindy. What a.
Yep.
Ugh.
It's
But,
all right though.
It was so yeah. I mean, Weiner, I don't know if you wanted to throw anything in there in regards to this. I want to talk.
Yeah.
I want to talk about. Obviously, I want
Well-
to throw it there. But what do you? Your what you saw? You've played more TCA events than I have. We've played several together, but what were your thoughts?
Well,
or
my
feel
thoughts.
on it?
I saw the players that were there. That was awesome. The way everybody meshed, especially even some of the new people came up and they handshaking afterwards. But back in, I think it was one of the Stonebreakers at GTI, is when I went from oh cool AO to I'm going after objectives. So that's one of the things that it was about about 2 years ago and stuff like that. And we worked to move people in so they could see the AO, but at the same time understood this is objective based. We need the points to the objectives, and I brought that with me to Crossbones, and it just fit. And just the people that were there, it was phenomenal. I knew you have to guard the objective type of thing. We were protecting objectives, each individual phase. When we found an objective, but just the people we ran into and there was just awesome. I'll go back to every TCA event I can.
I was waiting to see what happened when you guys took the objective, Lori. Very well deserved, guys.
Where's yours, Weiner?
Here's mine.
Where's
See, I
yours,
had it
Weiner?
here. Yep, there it is.
Yeah.
So jealous
Right
of you
there. Yep,
guys.
absolutely.
So
There's
jealous.
There's
This
only
is-
200 of those in existence. So
Yep. Best thing I ever got in airsoft, right there, right there.
Oh yeah, that was it was
Absolutely
freaking awesome. We did the whole
fantastic.
weekend of the people we worked with, especially when we took on Fight. We brought Fight on with us.
Yeah.
And it was I didn't stop running the whole weekend. I mean, I got up, was ready to go. It was like, wow, it was awesome. If you missed it, you missed it. Make sure you make the next one.
Yeah, the next one.
Yeah.
That's the other half. The city has those areas up for redevelopment, and they've had them up for redevelopment for a while. So the hard piece there is never assume that AO is always going to be available. We could find out next year they're gone. Or like the mayor, the mayor's like, hey, I'll block some roads off for you guys, and you guys can double your AO, because he's thinking I can sell out every hotel in the area, So he was really appreciative that we were there. We Third Coast, the community was there. But never make the assumption this AO is always going to be available, because that's not never the case.
Man.
The coin. A word on the coins. The coins have been around since 2018, by the way.
Wow.
So
I didn't
there's
know
only
that.
200 of them, and once we're out, we're going to change the design.
Cool.
And
Sal, I'll cream your coffee for a fucking coin.
What's my rule?
I don't even want to know what that means.
I never let another
Don't
man
cream another man's coffee.
There you go. Don't never touch another man's pork. Anyways.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the big piece I think is, here we come, Viking, December 6th, 7th, and 8th, at an AO that is pretty damn awesome for airsoft. And then we're quickly resetting for Fury. So
yeah.
Sad.
Really, I know the guys that are down in Florida are like, damn it. I'm like, hey man, I put out the damn poster. This is the weekend, Well, I didn't know what AO it was. Like, well, you should just trust me, man.
It's even worse is I knew, but I had already, I already committed before. I knew the AO. Like I was like 8th to know the AO.
Am I committed? I don't think I was committed.
And then
I don't think I can.
I don't think you're committed. You got to go.
Head north.
And then
You shipper.
My ultimate vengeance is going to Iron Fury without Papa.
Oh God!
Hey, we can leave him down here.
Why do you hate me?
You.
Hey, shotgun.
driving buddy.
It sounds like come on. Just
the other half is the tickets are going to be $135. We finally we're happy with the ticket price. One, it's right after Christmas, so let's get the ticket price down as low as we can, and I think that's it's going to be good. Yes, there will be boats. Players will either do a boat infill or a boat exfill. Yes, there'll be technicals allowed. There will be unconventional warfare done for the SOF, 13th SOF, and for the Commando Regiment. They will be busy getting their guerrilla, their horse soldier / 12 strong, going on. And then everybody else will be going force on force. At least that's on Saturday. On Sunday, it's all conventional, baby. So, yeah.
Oh man, it's gonna be such a fun event. Oh, Papa, too bad you can't go. Oh my god.
Oh God. Oh, you're fired.
I know. Fire me so I'm free. Free me so I can go.
I'll hire you.
Oh. Well, Sal, you know, if you
I already
want
work for
to, if
you.
you want to take if you want to chill and get fat, feel free to come to Orlando this weekend for Weiner's event. This is where you are you were the bridge between
airsofters,
as some have called it,
So-
Mill Sim.
I've got friends
Wow.
coming.
and
I've got
airsoft
friends
events.
coming from Eglin Air Force Base. I told them to find Weiner and tell them Sal said, because their sons are getting into airsoft, and the first thing they found was this new breed. I said new breed airsoft, and they start looking at it and they go,
Yep.
"Is it really like Battle of the Grillers?" I'm like, "Yeah, it's Battle of the Grillers, dude." He's like,
Yeah.
"I'm in, man. We're going."
It's a barbecue competition
Yes.
Friday night to get everybody the meet and greet, and we decided to make it a barbecue competition.
Eating
And
the
winner
meat
of that
and greet. Wow.
meet and greet.
I thought
Friday
you said
night,
eating the meat and greet.
eating the meet and greet. Maybe that's what I said. That should be the logo. That should be the tagline. Eating the meet and greet. Oh God. But it's like I said, that starts Friday night. Gates open at 12:00 there at Outdoor Extreme Battlefield Orlando.
Why is Florida so far away?
I
Damn it.
know. I know. It's kind of
Man,
funny.
why don't you
also-
come, Sal? Why don't you come? Come
Yeah,
on.
Let me get the Learjet. Hey Shane,
Yeah,
Gator,
you go,
if you're on.
Yeah, sir. Use the one with the red stripe, not the blue. I know you have the
I
most.
actually have another. I've got to go on a Zoom meeting right after this for my admins for out backyard.
The hustle
Here,
never
that's
stops.
8:00 it starts. So Donna and Drew will take control at that point. I'll show up late, I'm sure, which is fine. That is
Bobby
fine.
Melton,
Drew's
I
the
made the
main-
drive. You can too. He's attacking you, Sal.
Ouch.
Coming right after you,
Ouch.
man. These are if you're not, we use the Milsim rules.
We use the TCA.
Jeff Snowden. Sal doesn't
We are
Florida.
based on that,
Does it Florida?
but it's
Sal doesn't Florida.
the friendliness,
Yes, cook
the
off.
relaxed piece
I
of it.
actually
Yeah.
don't Miami.
So it'll be- oh man.
Oh.
Yeah, it's that it's that great introduction from your regular field pickup games into Milsim
Correct.
to get these guys, ease their way in, and all of a sudden they realize this is where I'm meant to be,
Where I'm
or
going,
nope, this is not for me.
That's correct. So
Yep.
it's gonna be a fun time. We're gonna have mission based objectives, points objectives, control boxes, sound effects, props, you name it. We've got them all there, and you're gonna have a good time. We're gonna introduce you from the kill rags to bleeding out to just the rules, the Milsim rules. We're gonna introduce you to it. They're not gonna be hardcore, but they're gonna be hardcore enough.
Yeah.
Like I said, to get you up to that level. Important comms. That's so you can get up. Because remember when I started and did my first Milsim event, I was lost that first day. I was like, you got to be shitting me. From the comms part to the meeting with our platoon leaders to all the CO status and where you got to be. That first day, we were like, like was in shock. And the next day, we were front line.
Yep.
we just figured it out and said we got to go. There's 5 of us who were there that did that.
So who's on-
there? Because there was no introduction to it. It was like here I'm playing airsoft in an indoor arena. All of a sudden I'm playing Milsim. I'm like, holy crap! Yep.
So who's heading up Team Charcoal and who's heading up Team Propane?
Okay, so Team Charcoal will be Beowulf. He's on the civies.
Nice.
They'll be all the civilian players, and that's Beowulf Justin West. And the camo, the military guys. That will be Orlando Rage Torres. He will be heading up the camo side of it and the military side, I should say. But they'll get and the reason the barbecue competition is so heated is they get to decide which side of the AO they start on.
Oh shit!
I'm
That's
sorry,
cool.
did you say
so? Whoever
heated?
wins, yeah, that's correct. So it's gonna be pretty heated. Yes, heated food, you name it. And what they'll do is they'll decide amongst themselves who has the best plate, and they'll put that best plate forward for the 6 judges I picked out to judge the. Well, 2 of them will be the COs, but which the judge will pick out who the actual winner is for
Wow.
for that, and then we'll go
Dude,
on and be a
you're-
points thing all day long.
you're
we got
crossing-
we got some major vendors and sponsors for this. So G&G's donated a gun. I've got this company that's going to be there, that's going to be running my store. I can't remember Dead End Outfitters. That's right. Those guys will
You
be
son of a
Wow.
bitch.
those guys will be running the store. He's gonna be
Wow.
donating. We're actually be giving away brand new guns, and there's gonna be some pistols, and there's gonna be patches and hats and gear, and it's just all these guys will get introduced to it, the right way.
You're crossing so
with
many-
raffles
Yeah.
at the end. So
Dude, nothing but I wish you nothing but absolute success because I know you're going to have it. And
thank you.
dude, you're
it's
crossing
modeled after
so
you
many
guys, too,
streams
though.
right now.
What's
That's
that?
awesome. You're crossing so many streams right now.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
awesome, dude.
It's actually TCA should be on it because it's actually modeled after you guys quite a bit. So
Dude,
it's just on a lighter level.
Yeah,
So
man,
it's,
I mean-
you guys are so impressed. I'm so impressed with TCA that I want to be TCA someday.
Wow, I wish TCA would show up to
it's gonna be
my
a long
event.
time, but if I live
Oh,
that long,
wow. Yeah. We go to all these TCA events.
I hear Sal wants to come intern for.
No,
That's
that's
weird.
not what I said. No, we look up to TCA.
Oh.
We look up to Sal.
I mean, we.
Sal's got to come. You got to wear a fake nose and a beard and show undercover
Undercover
boss.
boss, yeah.
Undercover
No,
boss style.
Right on it. Yeah, that's awesome.
We're blessed with a very, very great staff.
Oh yeah.
I always say it all the time. Hey, it ain't me, man. It's the staff. They just let me think
Yeah.
I'm in charge. But no, man, we're blessed with a very good staff, very good family.
Yes.
And they're all believers. Every one of them's a true believer. They've seen the value of what this hobby's done for so
Mhm.
many. So, and the friends we make along the way.
Oh yeah.
So it's unbelievable. But no, man, nothing but mass success for you because I know it's
Thank
going to be a successful event. I always joke
Appreciate
around. I don't do Florida because there's already good people down in Florida, and
Aw.
now I'll go play down in Florida because I gotta play.
Yep.
But you guys have always been unique, and me and you go way back, playing at that fun place in Immokalee.
Yep. Immokalee. Yep.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Someday we'll figure out how to do a combined show down there, and we'll just do
Well, we
it.
will. I'm working on some things here too. I got there's that big hospital still in Cape Canaveral that's still occupied.
Yes.
We're still gonna. It's still. I got my hand still in it. So yes, 100%.
And if Disney
that's
ever
something that
closes a park,
Oh jeez. Well, Treasure Island was shut down quite a few years ago, but it's kind of overgrown now. You guys
yeah.
are playing in the middle of that lake.
Wow.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, I'm excited to see and hear about it because damn, dude, I mean, I love the theme. The theme is awesome.
Oh,
The theme
it
is
was,
fire.
Yeah.
It's wild. The pat. I'll get you one of the patches, but yes, I don't have it here though. They're all in the trailer. The trailer loaded up, and ready to go.
Very well then.
Yep. Oh yeah. But I'll get you
So,
one.
any Sal, any final statements about Crossbones?
So
Your feelings?
so- Crossbones was a success because the players were ready for it, and it proves to us that they want more. They're ready for more. That the players are ready for more mill to the sim, as Snick says. Nah, Bobby, was it eat my meat and greet? Nah, that's not. Nah. I just saying that in the parking lot. That ain't gonna go well. No, but
I'm thinking Lori Watson made up some patches for that for each side, and one of those has something just like that on the statement. So yeah.
So yeah, the players are ready for Fury. I think the players, people who did Crossbones are going to kick ass at Viking. The guys going to Fury, they just need to continue to dive into the mission set. We'll publish Battle Mission Period 1 because depending on how the mission window goes, will determine how we fight in that park in mission windows 2, 3, 4, and 5. It's kind of a series of if this then that statement. So yeah, I mean, I'm excited for Viking. So let's see where it goes. And then Stonebreaker 11 in March. My God, I can't believe that'll be our 16th.
God, is it a
16th event?
Oh my God.
16th event, man, at GTI. So yeah, and then we might have to move Prairie Fire up because we got some bad news out of Fort Cavazos today with the Marines. But I'm lucky we did Starburst early because we probably won't do Starburst again until October.
Wow.
The mount sites are all locked in between February and June. So Yeah.
Oh,
So
damn.
if you got to go to Starburst at the beginning of October, consider yourself lucky. We won't touch it again until next October. So that means we're going to have to do Prairie Fire or Crossfire sooner rather than later here in Texas. So.
Hey guys, I need to go get over on that other meeting.
Yep.
Sal,
Yeah.
see you again.
Weiner, thank you very
Oh.
much. I'll see you in a couple
Do
of
I need
days,
to
bud.
be
Let me know
there?
what else you
Definitely.
need.
You don't need to be there because you probably could run the meeting.
Oh.
All right. Sal, thank you so much. Really, truly, thank you
Sal.
for everything. Thank you for putting on a great event. Looking forward to the next one. Weiner,
Yep.
thank you. I'll see you in a
Talk to you
few
guys later.
days.
See you.
Toucan, as always, I miss you. Come home soon.
Okay.
And guys, thank you. Thank you, everybody, for joining us. And we'll see you guys on the next one.